Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? I'm going to show you guys how I made around $1,200 in 1 minute today day trading. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So first off market open, I see that we have this 1 hour gap here. Alrighty, so like I said, coming into the day, we have this unmitigated 1 hour that I'd like to see a trade lower off of. So coming into the day, I'm obviously going to let my conditions play and see what gets respected, what's getting disrespected to give me my clear bias of how I'm going to be going into the day. Dude, my camera looks so strange, bro. There we go. But yeah, so what do we immediately have? We immediately tap into the 1 hour, okay, and we open a 15-minute right here. So I'm like, okay, well, now we do have good draws higher. We have previous day high above. We have these accumulation highs here. The only thing that I don't like is all of this low resistance liquidity towards the 4 hour. So we're gonna wait and see how we react, or if we react off the 15-minute, right? If we did want to be bearish, we'd inverse this gap, get some kind of 5-minute con or maybe a PDI, something towards our 15-minute gap. However, we did not get that. What do we end up doing? We come down, we edge the liquidity pool, right? We tap into a 5-minute gap here, okay? But I'm not taking a 5-minute con like this. That's fucking crazy. But eventually we do tap into the 15-minute here. Bam, you can see right there, we tap into the 15-minute, okay? So now I'm like, okay, well, if we can inverse this gap, it may be, we may get some kind of good trade here, okay? So I look here, I'm like, okay, well, our DOL is very, very obvious, okay? And we also have this SMT with ES at the data highs at this point. I believe maybe it might have been taken out by this point. However, we do have the bullish SMT there, and this fair value gap is continuing to hold price. So now I'm thinking, okay, we could potentially get a trade higher. We have these relative equal highs. We've edged the liquidity pool up here. So now I'm thinking, okay, if we can inverse this 1 hour gap, I would like to see a trade higher. Okay, so and our highest time frame is going to be a 4-minute, so that's what I'm looking on. And then we get the inversion, right? And then at this point, if we look on the hourly here as well, this is how the 9 a.m. candle closes. We close above the gap, we inverse the gap, and now this 15-minute is holding price, and now we now have this 15 what the flip. And we now have this 4-minute inversion, okay? This is the entry I took. I took this 4-minute inversion, very nice, off the 15-minute. You know, we have this SMT with the DOL sitting right above. So I really enjoyed that, right? I put my stop at the body open, and I just went for the clean 1-to-1. Holy God, I'm chopped. And I entered this with, I think, like 3 minis. Low, can you? Not 3 minis, bro. I'm tripping. 3 micros. I was only risking $500 on this. Made 500 across my 3 accounts with a little slippage, and then you can see, wow, no way, it didn't even hit my fucking TP. Yo, what the fuck? No way, I deadass got TP'd. Bro, that's so crazy. Bro, it literally TP'd me on my trade. Look, I'll show you boys. I'll show you boys next. Look, look, bro. I literally got TP'd. That's so crazy, bro. Oh, it actually filled me here. What the fuck, bro? So I just barely somehow did not get a 1-to-1 somehow. That's crazy. But it filled me. It filled me just a little bit lower, but it filled me. That's crazy. But yeah, this is the trade that I took today. I really liked it considering how we inversed the 1 hour with the 4-minute IFEG, right? We have our 10 a.m. does open, but that's really only going to add to our distribution considering we had 9:45 manipulation. We come tap into the 15-minute, take some of these stop losses to then continue pushing the market higher towards this DOL. And I also went break even at this DOL, and it just flushed to my TP. And probably within, I got entered on this candle literally right here and TP'd right there. So literally 1 minute. Super nice. I'll have the one video up where it kind of like shows me entering and exiting. I'll have that video up soon in the form of a short. But yeah, all my links are going to be in the bio, as well as use my code on Alpha Futures for 10% off right now. I appreciate it and love you guys tapping in for another freaking video. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. This one's exactly 5 minutes long. Love you guys.